What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? This is Jiho. I am gonna get Ziori in here. Mm-hmm. How do I add a speaker? Okay. Okay, Andrew, I have made you a speaker.
Oh, hello. Check. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. That's an affirmative there, Cobra Commander. Excited to be here. How are we?
Yeah, doing okay. Excited for this week.
Yeah, me too. A lot of familiar faces already in the space. Dude, I feel like Twitter spaces were popping off for a while there, and we were doing like a space a week. I had some weeks where I was in like doubles, doing triples, and now it feels like a rare treat. I get to do a Twitter space. I get invited like once a month, this rare gem that we got Discord stages, we got all this other stuff we got to work on, doing Axie Tuesdays left and right. Feels good to be back on the Twitter space, dude.
Yeah, I like these, man. We were doing a bunch right when Origin came out in early access. I think we're gonna get back into a flow of having them more often, though.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like getting to have these free form conversations, and per usual, we'll open it up to questions once we get to maybe the second half or so, and engage with any community member that wants to chat with us. I see folks waving. I see Esports in here, Big Yaks. I see Edu Mock. I was just making a little content with him this morning with my Big Yak, doubling down on my content pools here.
Nice.
I see Lover. I see Fujin. What's up, Nefra? How we doing down in Brazil?
We got Amrula. Hope to see Amrula at AxieCon. I haven't seen you in a while, man. We got Jatster. We got an announcement coming this week that involves Jatster. A little bit of a leak. See Pepe. That summer breeding kind of commercial yesterday was hilarious. The Lunacian summer commercial. I loved it.
You been getting your breeds in? You feeling lucky there, Jiho? You going for some vanilla ice cream or what?
I bred I'm at 100 breeds. So yeah. I think I'm up there on the leaderboard. Axie meter. I don't know who actually built that, but it's been a pretty cool site so far. Wow, we got Han. What's up, Zio? Zio made like a crazy video over the weekend. I wasn't sure what it was, but I'm sure that I liked
it. I like that.
We got That's Han. Good. We got Tendo. What up, Tendo? Han. Han has been doing an awesome job with the creator program through Quest. Much love there. Fujin. Fujin's been reading. I've been talking to Fujin about different books. This guy is a reader, which I really appreciate.
I need to make more time to read.
Same. FF, please, dude. I think we almost did a deal for land or something, or maybe we did. I'm not sure, but what's up, man? Nice Mystic. We got Turd. Turd is an OG. I remember Turd being around in 2019, 2020, grinding when Classic was kind of just had been released. Revenge is here, dude. And Revenge is also an OG.
All right. Well, maybe it's time to dive on in. Looks like we got a pretty good crowd here. I just shot a message in the Town Hall general chat, let some people know that we're starting our Twitter space. Would appreciate any retweets or any help spreading the good word here of AxieCon, because this nation is about to gather. Folks, thank you so much for joining us here. We're going to talk about AxieCon today. As mentioned, we're going to open it up to questions. We're going to run through, some of the basics and talk about all of the information surrounding AxieCon. We still have a schedule that we owe you. We haven't revealed too much about the panels or the content. I think we're going to tease a little bit of that today, maybe get a little bit of feedback and, hear from you guys if there's anything that we missed that we still need to bring to AxieCon. So what do you say we dive right in? Jiho, number one, registration is open. We should pin a tweet if we can find one, actually. AxieCon.AxieInfinity.com. That's your portal for all things AxieCon related. You can find all the esports stuff there, and you can also find the tickets. There is just one ticket here. It's just one ticket for all, $181, including the local taxes, and that's for all 3 days of the conference. For those that have Mystic Axies, you will be able to upgrade your ticket to the VIP version, which will get you access to the Mystic only room for the VIPs and the Mystic holders. You'll have your own section. That's right, you'll have your own coffee. You guys are going to get the good stuff. Espresso for the Mystic holders, drip for everyone else. It's going to be a big deal. There's going to be a meetup for the Mystic holders as well. That'll be really exciting. We're working on that tool to be able to prove that you have a Mystic, link your wallet, and then get that ticket upgraded. And that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. So if you got your Mystic, no worries, tight. It'll be an upgrade for those tickets. We wanted to do that instead of selling VIP tickets, actually give that Mystic a little bit of utility and enhance your experience.
Yeah, I'm super excited for my Mystic ticket. That's yeah. I think I'm like, there actually was a Mystic meetup in NFT NYC last year as well, which was amazing. It was like the first time that I met so many of the Mystic holders. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great group to hang out with.
Yeah, it's amazing to see so many of the oldest community members that have spent so much time talking and building online, meet for the first time. And I'm sure there's going to be more of those connections in Barcelona where we'll get to see some of these community members meet for the very first time. And it is kind of magical, that stuff truly only happens for the first time. So alongside tickets, obviously we've got the fiat portal all set up. We can also accept crypto now for those of you that don't want to pay by a credit card. If you just want to send a crypto payment and get yourself a ticket, you can. We've got the portal set up. Again, we should pin this tweet here if we can find it. But you basically have to open a support ticket. Within the drop-down menu, there's a request for AxieCon ticket, and you do it right through the Zendesk. Absolutely take advantage of that. We heard you loud and clear. We had several community members that were very disappointed that they were unable to use crypto on Ronin to purchase a ticket for AxieCon. And honestly, I get it. There's no perfect ticket processor out there yet. Ronin is still early with integration on this stuff. I think over time, as we iterate on AxieCon, we foresee this whole ecosystem where I would love it if everything at AxieCon you could buy with a mobile wallet on your phone through Ronin right there. You want a soda? Boom, there you go. You're paying with SLP or AXS or RON or ETH or USDC, whatever you want, right? Everything is connected through the Ronin network. You have this badge that you can use to scan stuff and collect things and enhance your experience. These are all aspirations that we have and want to work towards. So certainly hear you loud and clear on being able to use the Ronin network for this stuff. So certainly take advantage. So the main venue itself, let's talk about the layout a little bit. We'll have the main stage. There's going to be 3 days full of programming. We'll have a few guest speakers, but day one is going to be all about Axie updates. We're going to have some keynotes from founders. We're going to talk about roadmap. We're going to talk about what's coming up. And this is going to be part of the conference where we're going to have some alpha, right? We're going to have some leaks. On the feedback forum, y'all told us loud and clear, outside of meeting Sky Mavis employees, the next thing that you're expecting is information. You guys want to know what's going on. You want to look behind the curtain of what's been happening at Sky Mavis. You want to get excited about the Axie DAO and where things are going. And we're excited to share some of that information with you. We're getting up to this point of AxieCon now where as we're building things, we're starting to reserve specific announcements and reveals for the event itself. So I think that first day should be pretty exciting. We're going to have a lot of community members there as well. I think our friends over at the Big Yak group will be there. So we'll have some community content creators that will probably get some FaceTime on that main panel. We're going to dive deep into some of the product at Axie Infinity. We're going to talk about the future of the marketplace and various other things like that. Now, most of this content is going to be streamed for people that won't be able to make it at home, but we are going to have activities for those that will be there in person. And these are the two side stage areas. Neither of these are going to be streamed, but they are going to be very relevant to the future of building our nation. On one side, we're going to have the Constitution Hall, and this is where we're going to start experimenting with governance structures. And I'm going to let Jiho talk about this a little bit. But the vision here is to start having some of these heavy conversations in person and build these connections with folks that are most excited about building a governance structure that's fair and equitable. Even just saying, hey, let's use quadratic voting. Okay, great. How do we calibrate it, right? What are the numbers that we put on it? How quadratic should it be? These are questions that don't have correct answers. The answers exist somewhere in a gray area and will have to be experimented with, iterated on, and calibrated over time. And I think we're going to try to take a page out of the Ethereum Foundation book and prioritize the IRL physical presence aspect to hopefully facilitate some of these conversations.
Yeah, so one of the reasons I think we were initially really excited about AxieCon is we spoke to people at the Ethereum Foundation, and it's kind of like I think Ethereum's secrets to the success that they've had is that there is that right DevCon every single year. There's a chance for the entire Ethereum community to meet in person, learn about what other people are building, build that trust in person, even make really important decisions, right? So that was one of the interesting things that I found out about Ethereum governance is right, like Ethereum doesn't actually have on-chain governance. It has the system where people all come, the key decision makers, right, who have basically earned their place in the Ethereum community by their contributions. They all meet at DevCon and they gather in a circle and they kind of hash it out. And I actually think that's a really interesting model that I think we should right learn from with Axie as especially as it relates to governance. So that was an important takeaway, and I think really for us was one of the reasons that we wanted AxieCon in the first place, to really meet in person, gather, build that trust, and kind of hash out some of these important decisions that are going to affect our journey over the next couple of years.
Absolutely. I realized I'm just a speaker. I was going to try to share a tweet, but
I'm inviting you. I invited you to be a co-host. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how to like add the tweets and stuff to the top. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got it. I think I'm listed as a co-host now. Let's see if it pops up for me. So yeah, those governance discussions, they're definitely going to be interesting. They're going to be intense. They're probably going to get a little messy at times, but that is part of the process. And I dare I say I'm a little bit excited about it. I think I've shared this before, but I witnessed a magical moment when I was in Las Vegas for the Axie Infinity retreat, where I saw two community members that I know both of them decently well. I've talked to them one-on-one quite a bit. I've seen them argue very profusely online, and I've seen it get really heated and devolve into personal insults. And I saw them meet in person for the first time and shake it out and have a conversation and kind of maybe not have a debate, but exchange some points and be civil with one another. And I'm like, this is like such a proof of concept right here. This is small scale and anecdotal, but it does go to show that when you put people in person, there's this different filter and ability to read body language and energy and see that even if you're speaking imperfectly or you have a wrong take, you can kind of gauge the intention a little better. Whereas on text, sometimes that neutrality makes things come across a little more harsh than maybe you intend. So I'm excited for that area. And that's going to be something that's just for the intentions. We're not going to be streaming this. We're not going to be recording it. We'll certainly be taking diligent notes. We might shoot a little bit of B-roll, but it's not something that's going to be live streamed or anything like that. So in terms of other activations, we're also excited to have this other side stage for the developers. We're going to be talking to the folks at Axie Tech, Tribally, to help. Well, not going to be talking. We are talking to them about leading some of the content there, leading some of the panels and workshops, and having a space for those that are a little bit more technically minded, those that are interested in deploying smart contracts, and really engaging with the Ronin network. Obviously, we have the Builders program, we have the Esports grant, we have some very specific funnels to allow people to build within the ecosystem. But I think getting to meet in person again can go a long way for trust. We've been very slow and steady to give people access to the Ronin network and allow people to write smart contracts. And I think relationship building is a big part of deciding how we can bring more people into the ecosystem. So, Jiho, I don't know if there's anything specific you want to add on this front, but I think the developer stage is going to be another really cool area that isn't going to be streamed, but will have potentially really big impact on the ecosystem in the future, because we do need more builders in the Ronin ecosystem over time, right?
Sure. So ever since Axie started, one of the amazing strengths that we've had is that we do have these developers in the community that are building things that help, from a user's perspective, make our ecosystem better for everyone, right? I remember when I first joined Axie, I think the first day that I was there, One Day Play had created a marketplace kind of sales tool, right, where you can see all the things that had been sold. You actually couldn't see that on our marketplace back then. So developers have always been contributing to this movement, and yeah, AxieCon is going to be a great way to honor them, hear from them, and I think even more importantly, or most importantly, right, like meet the next generation of people that are going to be building on top of Axie and Ronin as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm also excited for the potential of those builders to collaborate with each other. And I think we want to be sure on these side stages not to over program them. On the main stage, there's going to be a running show, and we certainly want to give people time to experience all sides of the event, so you can hit the side stages and also get most of the content on the main stage. And there will obviously be opportunities to just gather and talk and meet potential peers and folks that you've only talked to online. I think we talked about this one in the last chat we did about AxieCon, but in terms of the layout of the floor, we'll have the main stage, these two little side stage areas. We'll have two sections for esports, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But kind of the main hub, the central area of the venue is going to be what we call Axie Connect. And this is where we're going to have this experience kind of built out that's going to feel like different parts of Axie land. We're going to bring some of that environment to life, the forest, the savanna, the Arctic. It'll be themed. There'll probably be some items that you recognize, maybe some cafes, some bars, plenty of seating, some bench style seating if you want to pull out your laptop, do some battles, do some trades, check in, do what you got to do, because most of us are digital nomads on the go. In this area is where we're going to have Sky Mavis employees that are basically there at your disposal. They're there as greeters to help navigate the event and be a live directory for you. They're there to do support or help onboard you if you're new to the ecosystem, or maybe you have a specific question or you stumped with something. They're there to help. So we want to be able to create these really organic touch points for attendees that want to be able to meet the folks behind the scenes at Sky Mavis that are driving Axie Infinity forward every day. Hopefully we'll have some co-founders and some senior employees linger around there as well. But we'll definitely have some guaranteed support folks and various other people there that are highly visible and there for you to chat with. One more thing that you can really only experience by attending AxieCon. When it comes to esports, obviously we'll have the Origin tournament, $400,000. That's only accessible to those that'll be there on site. The bring your own device tournament, phone, tablet, laptop, whatever you want. You show up, you sign up, and there you go. You'll be able to play in the tournament. It's going to have pretty deep pricing. I think it goes down into the several hundreds worth of placing. So you don't have to win to make it worth your time to participate. We'll also have the Axie Stadium thing going on day 2 and 3. It actually won't be there for day 1 because there's going to be so much else going on. But day 2 and 3, you'll be able to show up at different assigned times, play in heats. You'll compete against other folks that are there at the same time in a Swiss type format. And if you win enough matches, you'll get invited to come back later to play your way up to battle against our final four, our senior employees and our co-founders, and get the opportunity to meet them. There's also $100,000 worth of AXS on the line for those that compete at Axie Stadium. So hoping that that'll be a little bit of like an esports light touch point. Are you ready though, Jiho? I'm worried that some of the co-founders will be ready to battle and bring the pain. Do you think Alex has been grinding Origin as much as we have? That's my question.
I don't think he has. So first of all, I think that like the opportunity to show up at AxieCon if you're into Origin and take home like major prizes, it's freaking huge. There's $500,000 of AXS rewards, right, for people who actually physically attend. So yeah, like I think the opportunity to actually go to AxieCon, you know, even if you're not really a competitive player, to go and, you know, earn a bit of AXS to help pay for your trip, I think that's being seriously underestimated in the community right now. And that's, if I were a community member, I'd be totally looking to start a little Cinderella story with that. Yeah, like, you know, I'm getting. I think that my preference is, right, like we shouldn't have to play a series, right? It's like we're the boss. We're like the world boss. So they get to come, they get to play us, and if they lose, they're out. Like it's a one, you know, a best of one, in my opinion. That's the way that it should be structured for us. That's my preference, at least.
Efficient, I see. Okay, noted. I'll keep that in mind.
Because I don't know. To be honest, I feel like, yeah, like, you know, if we make it a best of five, like they're probably everyone's gonna beat us. But like if it's a best of one, there is a chance for us to kind of pull out a surprise, have a surprise up our sleeve, and actually pull it out.
I like it. Yeah, I think we'll definitely calibrate as well, depending on how many people show up, how many people qualify. I think with Axie Stadium and, you know, thousands of attendees at AxieCon, there's so many different things going on. This is where we get into experiments, Jiho. I'm not sure how many people will choose Axie Stadium over various other activations that are happening around the venue and panels that are going on. So depending on turnout, yeah, we'll calibrate. Best of ones, best of threes. Don't worry, buddy. We got you.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I've been climbing. I'm officially, like, I think I'm number, you know, I'm on the leaderboard. I'm a bear rank right now. I think I'm like number 1500 or something like that. 1500 to 3000 depending on how much I play in the day. So I'm ready.
I like it. Good stuff. I'm glad you've been training. And of course, we'll have the Axie Classic finals there. There'll be an area where you can kind of watch the program feed. It's the 16 players, the finalists that'll play online. Registration for that, by the way, opens just a couple of days. Starts on July 21st, and then the Phase 1 qualifiers begin on July 28th. So again, very similar story, $500,000 prize pool, but half of that prizing, $250,000, gets paid out in the qualifiers, and it starts getting paid out in Phase 2. So you start racking up money pretty early on, and it's completely open for anyone to register. Any scholar, anyone, anywhere, qualifiers on different days, different time zones. If you're into play to earn or play and earn, this is basically like compete and earn, right? And esports, there's qualifiers, but the prize is just you get to go to the event. There's no money in the qualifiers. Here we have layers and layers of prizing in the qualifiers, and then if you qualify, then you get to go to AxieCon and play for even more money. But it's structured to be basically a little online league before the tournament actually starts. So not only is it prizing down to a lot of competitors, but we're going to have a pretty good amount of content coming up on the Axie Twitch, Axie YouTube, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be pretty nonstop content for like 3 weeks during those qualifiers, which is pretty exciting. Axie Esports is coming in hot before AxieCon, dude.
I'm excited for that. Like, Community Gaming, our partner for the qualifiers, has been doing an awesome job. Super excited. There's so many announcements related to that. It's like it's putting actually a lot of pressure on us, to be honest. So but that's awesome. So yeah, I want to know, like, who's gonna be, right, when it's all said and done, right? Who will history remember as the final champion of Classic, right? I think that's the question we're looking to resolve here. And the prize is going to be potentially life changing. So we might see this amazing story. We might see the vindication of a champion, and right, someone kind of taking their rightful place, or we might see something unexpected, a Cinderella story. So I'm actually really excited to see like who the contenders are, and you know, and what the stakes are for these people.
Yeah, it's definitely prime for setting the stage, and that's the key thing about this AxieCon is this is just the beginning. I know we really say that a lot, but I envision AxieCon as a yearly event that helps us build our governance structure, becomes that crown jewel, like finals of our esports circuit every year, is a place where we can announce things and release things and connect with community members, and honestly celebrate the amazing thing that we've built and that we're in the process of building. So we need to establish this first AxieCon as an amazing experience that does push us forward in all those different directions. And I think if we can make each one bigger and better than the last, we're going to be on the path to continue building this nation exactly the way that it deserves to be built. I think this inaugural AxieCon is really going to be key for developing those connections. I know we mentioned it earlier, but that is one of the fundamental drivers at work here. I think we can also open up the floor if anybody wants to come up and ask some questions or has some thoughts or suggestions or anything else or related to AxieCon or Barcelona. Feel free to request. We've got the amazing Axie intern here that can help us organize this and bring people up. So don't be shy. Feel free to request. Come chat with me and Chiho here. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, and not only is this the inaugural AxieCon, but this is one of the rare times where a big chunk of the Sky Mavis senior staff will be in one location and somewhat available for you to meet them. I can't iterate how rare of an opportunity this is. Okay, I've been with Sky Mavis for what, like 15 months now, something like that.
Mm.
I've had some amazing conversations with Trung. I've met him in person one time, and a lot of that is due to travel restrictions and COVID, of course. But we are a global team. We're spread all over the world. We've got so many different departments. We're moving in all these directions. We cross paths a lot, but it's rare that all of us are in the same place at the same time. This won't be exactly all of us. We'll have a lot of team members in Vietnam that won't be able to make it, but this is going to be a big chunk. And I think outside of our company retreat, this will be the next largest congregation of a lot of key people at Sky Mavis and the Axie Infinity DAO. So I don't have the word to explain how rare of an opportunity that is, and to seize the day to come meet some of these amazing minds, because unless you're planning on going to Vietnam, a lot of them don't come out that often.
I just saw that RC Tech is coming to AxieCon. So RC Tech he's one of the early, like, you know, he knew that Axie was going to have this super competitive scene super early. He was ahead of the crowd, along with, of course, a bunch of others you know, the Axie GG folks. But I have never met RC Tech in person, and yeah, I'm super excited. So I saw that earlier today, and yeah, like he might be someone who actually comes out of nowhere to compete in the and actually do well with the esports side of things.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Excited for some leaks. There will be a closing party as well. I have had a few people ask. Obviously, it's bearish time, so we're not going to go too wild. But I think every event does end with some sort of social congregation
Mm-hmm.
where you can, you know, hang out, have a few snacks, maybe have a couple drinks, listen to some music, and just have a nice, positive kind of wind down to celebrate. Hopefully, an event well done, and just the positive vibes, and obviously some sad vibes as well, because at that point it will be over and we'll all be thinking about like going home in a day or two, and that will feel crazy and still feels far away from now. But yeah, your ticket does include access to the final closing event where I guess yeah, not going to reveal anything else about it, but there will be a nice social gathering to shut things down.
For sure. And then I've been super excited to follow along on the merch side of things, right? Like it seems like yeah, there's going to be, I think we want to, hold some cards up our sleeve related to the merch, but I think what I can say is that there will be some AxieCon exclusive merch and on site, and then there will also be some kind of, yeah, an opportunity to maybe get some merch for the future as well. So kind of a first look, if you will, on our merch plans.
Definitely, still a lot to work on there. I think with merch, there's a high ceiling, right? And Axie is just such a great IP for different merch options. I can't wait to see all the different things we're cooking up there.
Awesome.
Anything else we want to share here? This is maybe close to last call. If anybody has any questions or wants to hop up and say anything about AxieCon, is there anything else? Say there was a decent amount of alpha in here. Maybe I should have talked a little slower, but anything else that we wanted to run over or highlight there, Jiho?
I think we covered it. If you guys, if you're on the fence on whether you should attend AxieCon, well, you should attend AxieCon. And if you have questions on or related to it, yeah, feel free to let us know either here. But if you're shy, you can reach out to us personally as well.
Yeah. Oh, one note, another question that I've had. I think we might do or should do some sort of a Twitter space on the Axie Spanish Twitter, which also covers folks in Spain. But we will have, I think, at least two Spanish panels that will have folks, probably local influencers, probably on day one and day two, to talk about the event in Spanish and to have some service to the local folks that would prefer content in Spanish. Really excited to meet more of the local community around Spain, and hopefully some folks from Portugal will be able to turn up. I saw that there's direct flights from Buenos Aires in Argentina to Barcelona. So just saying, something to consider there if you're in Argentina. But yeah, there will be some Spanish content.
Awesome. Yeah, we have a really strong community in Spain, so and I think a lot of them are going to be attending. So yeah, really excited to check it out. This will be my first time in Barcelona as well. I love. I guess it's kind of like Catalan, right? Like I love like Catalonian cuisine. Right? They have like amazing ham and stuff like that. I'm not a sommelier or anything like that, but we're gonna. I think it's gonna be awesome, like culinary experience as well.
Yeah, that's one thing our events team mentioned, and I observed it as well when I was in Portugal. Like both of those countries, the quality of the food relative to the price of the food is outstanding. I can't say that it's cheap per se, but it's very, very high quality, amazingly delicious. And I just kept remarking at like, wow, that's it? Okay, let's go. Another round of ham, please. It was pretty amazing. We got Axie Squadron here though. How you doing, mate? How's your Ron bag treating you?
Yo, what's up? I'm good. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise. I'm currently on the road right now. But I had a question on the pre-registry for the tournament. How's that gonna work? Like, are we gonna all have is it gonna be hosted on a Discord page? Is it gonna be live? Once you signed in, what's gonna be the steps to kind of guide the players to what bracket they're gonna be in? Because I'm a little overwhelmed that it's like 1,000 people. Like how you not get lost in the crowd of all the people. But
are you talking about like the Origin tournament on site?
Not on site. The one that's the road to AxieCon, the pre-registry.
Yeah.
The pre-qualifiers.
Totally. Yeah. So the registration opens in a couple days. It looks scary, and there's so many qualifiers just to try to make it a little bit more flexible if people have to take off time from work, or maybe they work on one weekend or they don't another. So there's just a bunch of qualifiers to try to hit as many different people's schedules over a reasonable period of time as possible in phase one. So think of those as just multiple opportunities. You play in the first one, oh shit, I didn't make it. You just try again in the next one, and you keep playing until you qualify and make it in one. So it's just more and more opportunities until you're able to qualify and make it. And if you don't make it, then, well, sorry. You didn't make it. But the best thing to do is to join the Discord. If you go to the community gaming page, I think it's pinned on one of these tweets. It's communitygaming.io/road to AxieCon. That'll take you to that page that has all the information. And near the top, there's a button with the Discord. And if you join that, there's admins in there that can answer questions and point you in the right direction. Registration hasn't opened yet, though. So you haven't missed anything. It opens in a couple days on the 21st. And then you'll see the brackets on community gaming, and it'll be a little more straightforward of who you're playing and how to figure out where you are in the tournament.
Nice, thank you. I was a little confused on that. Thanks for the clearing up. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys in the tournament.
Absolutely, yeah, dude. Super excited. Good luck. I would love to see you qualify. It'd be awesome to see you in Barcelona, bro.
Dude, I've been also, speaking of travel, I've been following your road trip across the country, man. I actually like the new banner. So, safe travels, man. Hope you're having a good trip, and awesome idea to put that on the back of your truck. I don't know if you are familiar, if you saw this, Andrew, but Axie Squadron is currently on a cross-country road trip across the states. I think he's in the heartland right now. And he was driving from LA to Virginia or something like that, and he has some Axie banners with him, so he's been putting that on the back of his truck. So always fun to see those little guerrilla marketing campaigns.
I like it. Beautiful.
Thanks, means a lot, bro. It means a lot hearing it from you guys. Thank you.
That's awesome. All right, we got a few more questions here. Bala.gg and Fatero, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going? I was listening to you guys. I'm from Spain, so I kind of feel like a host indirectly. So yeah, I'm just wanted to say hello and just excited to have the first AxieCon in Spain. So if you need anything, or any of the community, you need anything about Spain, about Barcelona, because I will be in Barcelona from September 2nd to September 10th. So if you need anything, feel free to ask, of course. And yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to say hello, to keep it up, and that's it.
Awesome, man.
Dude, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. And that's, one thing that I've been talking to our social media team about is how do we make sure we're spreading the word to people that are in Spain, because we know there's a lot of Axie players there. It's our biggest demographic in Europe by far. I know I've heard people snicker at that and go like, well, how many people play Axie in Europe? It's like, I mean, a lot, tens of thousands, in the six figures for sure. And when you look at Spain, it's like a big chunk of those people in Europe that play. And I think a lot of that is because we have such a robust Spanish speaking community within Axie. There's a lot of content, there's a lot of people, a lot of ways to engage. That's my best guess, at least. But either way, I know there's a lot of people there. So certainly open to suggestions about how to help spread the word. And excited to see you in Barcelona, dude. Thanks a lot, and appreciate you. All right, cool. One Level Guild, thanks for coming up. What can we do for you?
Yes, I just had a question. Is there any future AxieCons you guys are going to do out here in the U.S.?
Yeah, so I can't guarantee any specific location at any specific AxieCon, but what I can say is that there are tentative plans to do multiple AxieCons, make it a yearly event to celebrate Axie, be the pinnacle of our esports system, be a key part of our governance structure. Maybe it's modulated differently, it gets scaled a little bit. We're running a lot of experiments at this first AxieCon, but we're really excited. And I think it's going to happen again, and it's probably going to happen in different locations. It won't necessarily be in Barcelona every year. Who knows? Maybe the turnout's amazing, and we say, hey, maybe we should go back to Barcelona sometime and celebrate where it all started. But we definitely looked at places in Asia. We definitely considered places in North America. When you look at the scope of the event, the target and sort of size that you want, you look at the cost structure, you look at the timeline. availability, all these different things. And there's only so many venues in the world that do the specific things that you want. And it's a pretty limited set of availability to get them. And you have to make offers and make bids. And it's not always easy, especially if you're doing it on less than a year's notice. So now that we're building this cadence, I think it'll be a little bit easier in the future. We did look at venues in North America for this AxieCon, just so that everyone's aware. We strongly considered it, and there just weren't any that matched our budget or matched our schedule or had the specifications that we needed. So yeah, no guarantees, but would definitely love to do an AxieCon in America and see who turns up.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I know you guys came out to LA, I think, like about a month or two ago. I really wanted to come out and meet you guys and just talk with you. I hope I get the chance to meet you guys, because I just want to say, like, I really love you guys' work. I think it's like revolutionary. Like, I'm pretty young, but I'm really like educated about this stuff, and I think Web3 will really be the future. And I would love to be part of maybe Sky Mavis one day, just meet you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Awesome, man. Thanks for the love. Definitely hope to hang out with you and meet you one day soon. If you're in LA, like I've been to LA actually a couple times in the last year. It's actually where I was during the incident. So yeah, definitely spend a lot of time there. And
Yeah,
thanks,
man, that'd
thanks
be
for the
awesome.
shout out.
Yeah. Keep it up, guys. I love it, really. I think it's just gonna be really huge, and just keep it up. Thank you.
Awesome. So yeah, let's go to D. What's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm good. How are you guys doing? Yeah,
Doing great.
I don't have a question, but like I'll just share my excitement. I think I'm really interested in what's going to happen in the governance forums, because I'm super interested in how governance functions with respect to Ronin or Axie Infinity. I know all the other major projects, they have some sort of governance going on, but the delay will probably help us learn from best case practices and worst case practices of what others have done. So I'm super excited for that, and I think AxieCon will be my first international conference. I hope my visa gets approved, because a lot of my friends' visa didn't get approved for like ECC and other events. So like I'm really excited to come and meet all of you, all the people who we've been talking online for like years now. I would love to meet all of you.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you so much. I really hope your visa gets approved as well. That's the energy that I'm talking about, man. I'm so excited to see where these conversations go and capture some of that energy. Hearing you say that puts such a smile on my face, because when I said, or even when Jiho said, hey, I think we should have a governance hall, it's like, okay, what does that look like? I don't know. Let's figure it out. But I think it's valuable. And hearing people like you say that you're excited for that, and you understand how important it is to the future, like it just reaffirms a really strong thesis, and it feels really good. So really excited to meet you, and super appreciate the energy, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Likewise, hope that your visa gets approved. Hope to be able to hang out in person for the first time, man.
All right, looks like we got maybe one more here, and then I think we could probably consider wrapping this thing up. See if he connects, this mysterious Axie player. Uh-oh, 0 followers. I might have made a mistake here. Oh, we'll see what happens. Either way, this has been a pretty incredible space. Man, so excited to meet everybody at AxieCon and feel this energy in person. And I know, like, even Axie Squadron, I've met this guy at multiple Axie events now, at least 3, I think, that I can remember offhand. And it's pretty incredible. Now, when I see him at events, it's like bumping into an old friend. And that's wild, because I've only been here for 15 months. And that's like a bond that has been forged just straight up by Axie meetups and being able to connect in person. So pretty cool. Axie player, are you with us? Do you have a question?
Yes.
What's up? What can we do for you? Okay. Well, we tried. No worries. Okay, Jiho, anything else? Anything else you want to add to wrap it up?
Well, yeah, I just want to say that I'm super excited for AxieCon. I'm excited to battle with you guys, take a bunch of pictures, share some of the vision. So, I think you guys are most excited to come to AxieCon to hang out with the team, the Sky Mavis team, meet your fellow community members, right? Get some product leaks, yeah, participate in the on-site tournaments. And yeah, it's just going to be an amazing time. I think like anyone who's ever been to an Axie meetup, I think will tell you that there's just some special energy that happens when all of us, these like-minded individuals, from all over the world that are bonded by this common love for this cute, nostalgic, but high-tech game. There's just something that really, really special that happens when we're all congregated in a place. And I think AxieCon is going to be like the largest example of this that we've seen yet. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll be there. You guys should definitely make sure to get your tickets ASAP. Because yeah, of course, like the travel arrangements are going to be something that you guys need to think about a little bit in advance. We're coming up. It's coming up on us sneakily, right? We're, I think, just about maybe what's like 45 days away. So yeah, it's quite soon.
It is creeping up, and there are still flights available for sure. It's actually not that egregious. One of the things about the timing that we chose, if you have kids, it's a little bit back to school time. I have to admit, sorry about that, but most people finish their vacations in August, and September is usually when vacation season kind of ends. So there is still room on a lot of flights. I'm still booking them for some of our staff and various people, speakers and stuff that are just signing on. So there are things out there. Definitely check it out. And if it's been on your to-do list, but you haven't started booking your flights or a hotel yet, cough cloud white, get it going on and make sure you get your stuff booked before space runs out. That's generally how it goes. But still plenty of space left. So stuff booked and come join us because we're going to have a great time in Barcelona for this first AxieCon. All right, well, we'll let you get out of here. Thank you so much, everyone. Certainly share the links above. You can find them AxieCon.AxieInfinity.com. Registration link. One of the next big things we'll have coming out is the schedule, or at least a tentative one. Some things might change, but we'll have a list of panels and some of the other action and detail to get you even more excited about what you'll be able to see coming up in September. So until then, much love, and we'll see you next time.